What's up, guys? This is Chris Powell, and today I'm going to show you how to spool up your baitcaster properly with braid. Alright, Steph and I are out here camping, and I got to hurry up because I'm cutting into her fishing time. So let's jump right into it. First of all, guys, you want to put some monofilament backing on here, okay, so the braid actually has something to grip onto. You do not have to put a whole lot. As you can see here, I just put barely enough to cover up my spool in there, okay? For backing, I use around a 10-pound test line, okay? It doesn't matter what size braid I'm going to be doing, whether it be 30, 50, or 65. I use regular old Plano Power Pro braid on most of my applications. As a joining knot, okay, guys, honestly, I use an FG knot. I just tie it backwards, okay? Typically, when you're tying on a leader, you're going to be holding the braid in your mouth and wrapping with the monofilament on here. I'm going to be holding the monofilament in my mouth and wrapping with the braid. That knot works same way, vice versa, okay? So that's what I use. You can use whatever joining knot you want to, but I have confidence in this one, so that's the one I use. When you make a long cast and you're getting down all the way to your leader, you've got a whole nother set of problems. So the joining knot really does not matter, okay? That's good. Okay, guys, I got my joining knot right there, all good and strong. Now, what I simply do, okay, is I do it a little bit differently, okay? I only run line through my first eye right here, and I'll show you why. A lot of times I'm spooling up line by myself, and instead of having someone stick a pin or a screwdriver through this side and have them hold it, you know, like the old-fashioned way, I just started holding it like this right here, and then I'll just start cranking, and away I go. I do want to mention that a lot of people are going to probably say that well, you have to spool braid the same way it goes on the spool so it doesn't get tangled. Honestly, guys, braid has so much limp to it. I've done it both ways for a really long time, and I cannot tell the difference with braid because it's so limp. There's not a lot of memory. Now, if you're doing this with monofilament, okay, or just a really thick monofilament or really thick fluorocarbon, something that's going to have a lot of memory to it, you better go ahead and spool it the same way that it's going to be rolling onto the spool, okay? Now, like I said, braid, it just doesn't have a whole lot of memory in it, so to me it doesn't matter, okay? Somebody else out there might say that it does, but for me, I've used it both ways, and I honestly cannot tell a difference because braid has no memory. And there you are, guys. I packed this spool right here pretty daggum full. Honestly, braid, it lasts me, this right here will last me probably about a year or so, okay? And honestly, guys, I will use braid even after the color of it fades. I will keep on using it until I've tied so many knots that it's just too short and I'm making a long cast and I see my leader again, okay? Even when braid loses its color, it still has the strength. There you have it, guys. That right there is the proper way to spool up braid onto your baitcaster. Okay, with braid, I do want to add that I use a Palomar knot. Okay, that's the only knot that I use with braid. If I feel like I need to use a leader, the only knot that I will use to this is an FG knot. Okay, it's by far my favorite. I have the most confidence in it. I've got a really good video on how to tie that. So if y'all have any questions, I will leave the link in the description down below. Like I always say, go ahead and visit all of our social media pages. On Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff, guys. I'm out there on all of them. So go ahead and check me out. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now we're gonna go fishing, try to catch some big old bass. Catch y'all later.